Here we are, my friends. 2-Foot Gordy on walk number 2. And it seriously is. I took you guys on the first walk. This is walk number 2, where I'm going to try and go a couple more blocks. I'm surprised. I gave my foot quite a rest over the last couple of weeks. Some grape god there. Cheers, everybody. Quite a rest over the last 10 weeks, except for the little time where I pushed it too hard. And I think it's responding well. I have hardly a limp. I can't take big steps, not yet. Smaller steps, and I have almost no limp. I take a bigger step and I'm going to have a limp. I could probably run in a very funny way, but I won't. Unless maybe somebody's chasing me and I really don't want them to catch me. What have I got here? I got some grape god, and I just want to say howdy. I'm going to talk to you when I get a little further in the in the walk. Yesterday's 2-Foot Gordy. Somebody said, why the thumbs down? oh boy. At first, I couldn't tell why. I just couldn't tell why. Then I replayed, and I understand some of you don't like my description of left-leaning people, of liberals. And I'm sorry. I mean, don't click thumbs down now, too. But I respect your right to thumbs down me for my opinion, and to even maybe not talk to me about my opinion. I'd rather people, if they put a thumbs down, you know, why not put a comment? Say, I kind of take offense to that, or I don't like that, or I'd like to talk about this. But instead, just thumbs down, move on, because then there's no, then it goes nowhere, you know? But I respect everyone's right to express themselves however they feel necessary on my videos. And if that's just simply a thumbs down, I understand. Not everybody's. I'm only right-leaning. I'm left-leaning in some subjects. I'm right-leaning in others, and I'm centrist in others. And I think if we all looked at ourselves, we'd find that we're all only parts. We don't fit into. We aren't round pegs that fit in round holes that are predetermined for us. So, but if you want to thumbs down me, thumbs down me. If you want to talk, talk. I'll never take offense to a different opinion. I don't believe in offense. In fact, I love different opinions. I'll be back with you soon. Peace. Cheers. Love, harmony. I've got to say, this grape god in joint form is just such a nice flavor of grapes. Somebody here. A lot of people out doing their lawn work, and this neighborhood isn't used to a hippie walking around talking to his phone. So I get some funny looks sometimes. But what a beautiful, beautiful day. Leaves are all changing, all the gold. Here we don't get the reds and the crimson that you do in BC or Ontario. It's out. We don't get that. We get yellow, brown, down. That's it. It goes so fast. Maybe I need to get out to the mountains today, because if I wait until, I can't go next weekend. Next weekend is Hemisphere, and so I'll be busy all weekend. And if I wait until the third weekend, well, then all the trees will shed all their leaves already. So it's either today, see some of the gold, get some pretty pictures, or I might have to wait until next year. But we'll have lots of winter pictures for you. We'll be back to you in a bit. I've already made it twice as far as yesterday. Peace, cheers. And right there is Bridgeland Market. That is 2.5 blocks from my house. So not bad. 2.5 blocks, it'll be a 5-block round. And yeah, that's a big smile. Why? Because I love my walks. I love being out here in the fresh air. The chance to walk past somebody and say howdy And who knows what kind of conversation can strike up. The chance to just see some funny animals or weird homes or anything. You know, it just adds something to a rather sedentary life. Last year I walked so much, and this year, well, partly because of the foot and partly because of the move, I have not walked as much. I got to do more of it. I'm very good at walking. I walk slow, and that way I don't tire myself out while still burning and using muscles, and I think it's very therapeutic. I think almost anybody, if they really slow down to walk, will find that they can walk almost forever. I could probably walk across Canada, but it would take me another lifetime. And I'm more than willing to spend it. I've been across Canada 4 or 5 times, shore to shore, and I absolutely love this country, and I could speak to almost any part of it, or most parts of it, I should say. So I don't know, that may spur on some questions. Anyways, let me enjoy the walk a little bit further. I'll say bye when I get closer to home. Peace, cheers. So now I'm at the park across the street from my house. There's my house right there. Is that it? Nope. That's it. That's it. Right there. And I'm at the park. I'm actually going to go sit down. I found for a little bit there, coming back, that my toes were starting to tingle, and I realized I was walking too fast and taking too big of steps, starting to hurt myself. So I just slowed way down, and it's been nice since. This is a nice park. It's very quiet. We often have kids over here screaming and stuff, but I'm far enough away, just across the street, that it's just the nice sound of kids playing, you know? It's kind of nice living this close to a park. And this close, my son was saying that how nice it is that I live here. So that in itself tells me I did the right thing. When my 8-year-old boy's life has improved because of my move, in his own eyes, not even in mine, then I've done the right thing. And that's through a summer where I couldn't do much with him because of my broken foot. I'm feeling so good today. I'm feeling so out of the fog. There's some fog around me. Don't get me wrong, you gotta fake it till you make it, and sometimes you never quite make it, so you always tiny bit fake it. I've got anxiety today, but I'm stepping outside of myself and I'm saying that doesn't make sense, at least not today. There's nothing to be anxious about. Those feelings don't compute. And if they don't compute, they're not logical. If they're not logical, and yes, that's a segue into tonight, is Star Trek Discovery. One of my favorite shows ever in the world was Star Trek. The many different types. Movies, the series. There's a new series on TV starting tonight. Discovery. I'll be watching it with you. And that's the end of this. Foot Gordy. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony, and live long and prosper.